right, can I get a bite?
Yeah, man.
Hey, let me get a bite.
Get in there.
Hey, you gotta get that. You gotta get that. You gotta get that. I know that's yeah.
You gotta rate it. You gotta rate it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to beautiful, sunny Seattle. Now, you don't get to say that very often, but the forecast this week looks perfect. And we're here for 3 days. Tomorrow and the next day begins the real big adventures, day in the life of a Pike Place fishmonger. And the next day is day in the life of a mortician here in Washington. Today is my first official 24 hours in Seattle. And the best way I know how to learn about a new place is through its food, of course. And we're starting out at a Seattle institution for breakfast. I would tell you everything, but I probably should get Nick in. Nick is here with me this week, videographer, friend, and music guru.
Guru's a strong word.
Nick, where are we going?
This morning we're going to get breakfast at Easy Street Records. It's an iconic record store that has a cafe attached to it. Probably one of the, if not the best record store in the country, according to Rolling Stone.
If you guys know Seattle, you know it's synonymous with music, being a hub for the music scene. And so we're gonna pay homage to that, starting off at breakfast here at Easy Street Records, right across the street. Let's go. All right, hidden gem within an institution is the Speakeasy Bar on the second level here at Easy Street. Rachel's behind the bar, but it's early in the morning, but she's still here. And you can sit up top, overlook the whole record store. There's more records up top here. We're gonna order some breakfast right now. I have nothing else to say. All right, breakfast is served. I went with that Eddie feta to start the day. So egg whites, tomatoes, salsa, avocado, feta cheese. Starting things off healthy because we got a long day of eating. And also the Blueberry Hill pancakes. Butter, syrup, life is good. I'm gonna start down. That is riddled with blueberries. All right, avocado, tomato, feta, egg white. Yeah. That's how we get our day started on the right track. All right, we're gonna finish this up. Simple breakfast to get us started, but in a very iconic location. If you've never been here before, it's your first time, or you've been here a bunch of times, you gotta come check out Easy Street because it gives you a sense, an idea of the Seattle music scene, which is a huge aspect to Seattle culture. The music scene here has influenced the entire world. So, very important stop. We're gonna eat this, get moving. All right, we're en route to our next location right now, and on the way, let me take 60 seconds and give a big shout out to this week's sponsor, the ones that are helping to support all of the gluttony today, and that is GoDaddy Aero. Now, if you guys are OGs, if you've been with me since the beginning, you will remember my original travel vlog, touristotownie.com, which back when there was only like 10 of us doing it, and I've been using GoDaddy since the beginning to buy all my domains, to manage all my websites. So this was an easy yes in terms of saying yes to a partnership. Enter GoDaddy Aero, which works proactively to help you launch and grow your business online in minutes so you can unlock your business potential. With just a few clicks, you can create a domain name, a logo, a website, and social media posts, and a whole lot more. For a website, all you have to do is answer a few questions about your business, the style, website features you're looking for, and GoDaddy Aero will build your first draft website in minutes. And customizing your site with Aero is quick and easy. The AI tools woven throughout help you overcome that, like, what am I gonna put on this blank page mindset? I'm talking everything from menus and maps of the locations to your contact page and about us, and you get all of these in just a few clicks of a button. So a big thank you to GoDaddy Aero for sponsoring this week's episode, for allowing us to do what we do here in Seattle. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I've been a user of GoDaddy for going on 15 plus years, so I can authentically vouch for their services. And now with GoDaddy Aero, it's even better. And I wish I had this when I first started. So if you guys want to level up your business or website or whatever it may be,
go ahead and click on the link in my video description to get started, or the QR code as well. That works, that gets you there, and check out GoDaddy Arrow today. And with that said, let's dive back into the food. All right, now if you take the ferry across the bay, or you can drive around, you get to Seacrest Park. And on Seacrest Park is Marination Ma Kai, which is a restaurant that serves up Hawaiian and Asian fusion food with the best views of Seattle in the distance. Right across the bay here, you actually have some scuba divers right in front of us. Let's go over for some views and some eats here on the opposite side of the Seattle skyline. This is beautiful over here. All right, here we go. We gotta pump the brakes somewhere today. And also on the menu is loco moco, spam musubi. Choices are endless. I went with their crowd favorites, and that is the sliders. We got kalua pork here, and also the spam slider. We got 2 tacos. They come in sets of 2. This is the miso ginger chicken and the kalbi beef taco as well. That looks like a very enticing dressing on there, and some jalapenos as a little sidekick. And then, of course, another fusion staple. This is the kimchi fried rice. That smells incredible. This is awesome. We got the full Seattle skyline right next to us. It is a brisk, beautiful, fall-feeling day here in Seattle, and as always, I gotta start with the tacos. All right, the sauce is a nunya sauce. I imagine that means nunya business. Pickled jalapenos on there, and this fresh salt with sesame seeds in it. Let's give that a go. That is right up my alley. If I had an alley, that taco would be sitting right smack dab in the middle of it. That slaw is a vinegar-based slaw, so light. That chicken has a sweetness to it, with a kick from the jalapeno, but it's not overwhelming because it's pickled. I feel like that takes the edge off. Ma Kai, I love you already. All right, next up, we got the kalua pork slider. We got the sweet Hawaiian style bun. We got the signature slaw, that same nunya sauce, and pulled pork here. Traditional Hawaiian style pulled pork. I would love the pork to be just a little bit moister. Just maybe dunk it through some au jus or something. But that tastes like a family picnic at summertime, and it's a hit. Maybe some pickles on there would be good. The slaw's good. Oh, I'm gonna steal some of the jalapenos from the taco. Add that in there. There we go. And you can't go through a full Hawaiian experience without a little spam in your life. Let's try the spam slider here. Oh yes. For those that don't know, it's like a thick piece of bologna. Nostalgic and delicious. All right, kimchi fried rice with a perfect sunny side up egg on here, with a furikake there, and a little bit of green onion. Not overpowering with the spice. The egg lends beautifully to that kick. It balances all out. Little hit with the green onions. As the ferry's pulling up in front of us, come for the views and stay for the kimchi fried rice. Take it back with you. Oh yeah. All right, we're just finishing up here at Marination Ma Kai, and Chelsea came up and said, hey, what are you guys doing? What are you weirdos up to? I said, we're trying to find some good food in Seattle. Where do you recommend? And she gave us a bunch of places, so shout out to Seattle locals for being so friendly. The one question I asked her is un bien versus paseo, and that seems to be the hot ticket debate here in Seattle, so stay tuned because we're gonna pick the recommendation that Chelsea gave us.
Don't hate me, Paseo fans.
Come at her in the comments if you want to come at her. We're going, we're on our way. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, next up, we are in the northern part of Seattle in a town called Ballard. And this location is probably the most controversial in all of Seattle. It has the city divided. Either you are a paseo fan or you're an un bien fan. And Chelsea, at our last location, the local Seattleite told us un bien is the best sandwich in town, and that's the one we gotta try. So we drove up here to check it out. We're going for a sandwich. Let's go. That's it. All right, here we go. Oh man, it looks good back there. The roasted onions, the aioli. So originally the owner is Cuban and his sons now run the place, his 2 sons. And this is roasted pork, #1. This looks good. The pork is just falling out, so moist. Liquid goodness coming out of there. The lettuce to make you feel special. Let's dive into this beauty. Let's do that. All right, super wide stance, elbows out. Let's do this. Damn. 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 That roasted pork is so soft, so juicy. That aioli is incredible, and I know it's just all over my face. And the roasted sauteed onions add a beautiful crunch and the sweetness to them. That bread is perfect. Toasted bread, not too crunchy, not too soft. Jalapenos in there as well. Listen, I haven't had the other places, but I can only speak to this place. That is a legit, delicious, messy, amazing sandwich. Voted #1 in Washington State. I can see why. Everyone told me to come here. Thank you, Chelsea. You did it. You did it. All right, quick side quest. We're gonna go check out the beach. After the sandwich shop, which is right behind us, through this little walkway, we're told is the secret beach, which is not so secret, and especially not now, because some of you guys that will watch it will inevitably come here. So let's go check out this beach and see the view, which already looks incredible from here. Next up, we're back downtown, actually in Pioneer Square, and this is Taylor's Shellfish and Oyster Bar. Right behind Nick, actually, is where the Mariners and the Seahawks both play. Both their stadiums are right there. This is a beautiful little neighborhood, right adjacent to downtown, I should say. All old brick buildings. So we're gonna go in and get one of the most iconic foods here in Seattle, from which I'm told, and that is oysters. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's the biggest oyster manufacturer in North America. And they have 3 locations here in Seattle, and then also an oyster farm about an hour and a half north. Let's chuck some oysters. All right, here we go. We got oysters 3 different ways. We have baked oysters 2 different ways, order of fried oysters, and then a dozen of the chef's choice oysters, which are actually 6 different oysters, 2 apiece.
That's a lot of math.
Did you guys get that? If you're doing the math in your head, that's like 260 oysters, but it's not. And this place isn't cheap. This isn't your grandfather's red lobster oysters. These are all fresh, all local, and the knowledge behind it and the fact that the farm is right up the road, you pay a little bit more money. All right, we got a little champagne vinegar. First one, down the hatch. Well, that's the bar we're gonna set. That's where we're gonna go? Okay. I'm just doing rapid fire. I'm not gonna pretend like I know everything there is to know about oysters. I'm just gonna taste them and see what tastes the best. Victor's the man. He explains everything. These are the Virginicas, and they're Victor's favorite, so I'm gonna be biased and probably say they're my favorite too, just because he seems like he knows what he's talking about. A little lemon. Oh, those are my favorite. Oh man, those are meaty. Again, very light salt. I put no vinegar in that one, and it's still, that is so light. Now we're going dirty. Beautiful breading on the outside with this house-made sauce here. I guess I've never had a fried oyster before. You know what it tastes like? Mojejas, like sweetbreads. This is Parmesan crusted with butter dripping down, baked oyster. I mean, we put butter and Parmesan together. I mean, That's a can't lose situation. But I'm telling you, the oyster in its natural state is even better than fried or baked to me because it changes its flavor quite considerably and obviously the texture too. All right, so this last baked oyster is the crack sauce. So it is Vietnamese inspired. It's got ginger, it's got fish sauce, it's got a little chimichurri seasoning on there. Vinegar flavor. That fish sauce punches you. That is strong. Ah, it tastes like all your accoutrements that come with a pho dish. That's a kick. I'm gonna need a cocktail. I'm gonna let Nick eat some of these oysters and then we're gonna press on. Taylor, Shellfish, oyster bar, check. All right, and this afternoon, as the sun begins to set on this beautiful day, we're over in Capitol Hill, following the recommendation of Victor, and that is teriyaki. Everywhere I turned, when I was doing some Seattle food research, people said you gotta have teriyaki. There's a bunch of different spots to try, but we're going based on local recommendations, and that is Teriyaki Madness, and it's right in front of me here in Capitol Hill. Let's go inside. What's going on? How are you?
Good, how are you, man?
I was told to get the chicken and pork combo. Alright. There we go, very unassuming spot. You get salads with it. Total cost for the combo is 18 bucks. Regular chicken teriyaki is $14.50. So let's see what we got here. Whoa, that's the combo plate. Double rice, lots of teriyaki sauce on top, chicken and pork. Pretty straightforward little place. You can see them, the whole crew cooking up in the back. Let's see what we got. Classic chicken teriyaki. Got some thick teriyaki. Truthfully, I like mine a little bit more on the lighter side when it comes to heavy sauce, but when in Seattle, you get your teriyaki. Tomorrow we have Day in the Life of Pike Place Market, and then Wednesday, Day in the Life of a Mortician that we'll be filming here. So we got some deeper dives into Seattle culture in the coming days. So today we're doing a full-on sprint around the city, but that boy is thick teriyaki pork chicken combo. Good chicken, rice straight up, saucy. All right, dinner. What's for dinner here in Seattle? As the sun sets on this absolutely perfect day here, we are in Japantown for dinner and heading to an institution. This is Maneki. It has been here since 1904, over 120 years old. And you can still see a slight corner of the stadium behind some of these buildings. So we're adjacent to Pioneer Square where we were earlier. Now for some traditional Japanese food, we're going to Maneki. Let's go inside right here. I am very excited about this. I know we've been eating all day, but this is one place that a lot of people recommended. And I know I've been saying that all day too because this is all based on recommendations. But this is the one that I circled that I'm very excited about. This is one I knew from the beginning we were gonna hit. All right, my friends, here's the lineup. We have wild yams, we have a spicy tuna roll, yellowtail roll, black cod collars, tempura, miso dengaku, which is a broiled eggplant. We have a beef sukiyaki, accompanied by rice, and the house special, this is kamameshi unagi. It is freshwater eel with rice, carrots, looks like daikon in there. Oh, ho, 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 ho. First, I'm gonna start with this beautiful wild yam. It looks like it has the consistency of a natto. I was not expecting that. Almost like a milky, flavorless daikon with a crunch of flavorless apple. Next up is their miso dengaku, recommended by our waiter. That is sweet. That tastes like a donut. I'm not kidding. Nick, wait, that's gonna blow your mind. And it looks like there's cheese on top, but that's the miso sauce. That is sweet and salty, savory. It has a rich umami to it. Next up, a little tempura. So the tempura actually comes with the sukiyaki. So it comes with miso soup, tempura, rice, and the sukiyaki. Straight up zucchini. There's shrimp on there as well. And a yam, a traditional yam. Take a quick stop for
a spicy tuna. It says on the menu, very spicy, so we'll see. A quick hit in the soy sauce wasabi combo. Oh yeah. Oh baby, that's a nice kick. I'll grab my yellowtail, a beautiful pool of soy. Light, fresh, perfect. And some green onion in there to give it a little. Another recommendation by our waiter is the black cod collar. I'm not exactly sure how to eat this. I'm gonna go with my hands. Luckily we're in our own private room. Oh, mama. Oh, it reminds me of the Japanese grandmother I never had. That is a rich flavor to it. Fatty, delicious, fatty meat to it that can only be given by, oh my gosh, and the skin on the outside. This is dynamite. Wow, this is too good. All right, the eggplant right now and these collars are blowing me away. All right, next up, one of the main courses is a sukiyaki. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of rice, pop that in, and then I'm gonna take a big scoop of this meat. Looks like glass noodles in there with some cabbage. Oh, there's tofu in the bottom as well. That beef is like cheesesteak beef, like shaved cheesesteak beef with the udons and the glass noodles. The double noodles is an interesting combo. It tastes like a beef broth base there, just all the juices from the beef coming out, but that beef is tender as tender gets. Wow. Oh, moly, guacamole. And last but certainly not least, this is the kamameshi unagi. So it is freshwater eel with rice. There's carrots in there, there's watercress in there. Wow, I'm a big eel fan. That eel just disintegrates as soon as it hits your lips. The rice, it's almost like a very light fried rice. This is the best meal of the day. So unique and so incredible. Traditional Japanese here in Seattle. I can't wait to tell everybody about this. You gotta come here. Get the private room if you can. Leave the camera at home and just have a good time and enjoy it. And make sure you tell everybody that not Gareth, but Jean sent you. Jean was a judge, the owner of this establishment. It's changed hands a few times since 1904, but Jean is the current owner and she was a judge on Iron Chef. She knows what she's doing. Quality, the concentration, the detail is all spot on. This is a great meal. A great meal. Maneki, authentic Japanese cuisine. You're right.
All right, listen. We could very easily wrap the video right here and be completely satisfied. But there is one more thing, one more quintessential dish, quintessential item here in Seattle that we have to try. The video wouldn't be complete without it, truthfully. So we're gonna head up to Capitol Hill and try one more thing that is unique to Seattle cuisine. Let's go. All right, after dinner you go out, you have a couple of drinks. And after you have your drinks, you come over here and you get a hot dog. Best in the city. So they say, cream cheese and onions is the hot dog of choice here in Seattle. All right, here we go. This is gonna burn my face. That's a good hot dog. I mean, by itself. Coleslaw with cream cheese. What's up, guys? Yes, sir. Travel deeper.
1 out of 10. I'm gonna follow you. I do social.
Actually, the hot dog is delicious. I'm gonna give it an 8.8.
Hey, follow me on all socials. Carlo Gambino, Carlo318 Gambino on TikTok. That's you. I see you, my boy.
Hey,
yeah, welcome to Seattle,
I got you.
All right, can I get a bite?
Yeah, man.
Hey,
let me get a bite.
Get in there.
Hey, you gotta get that. You gotta get that. You gotta get that. I know that. Yeah.
You gotta rate it. You gotta rate it.
It was good. All right. Watch.
This is the main.
Just go in hard, like this.
Staying with my cookies.
All right, this is the end of everything. Guys, go tell them to subscribe. Subscribe to the main channel. Subscribe to Gareth.
Subscribe to my bro.
Subscribe to him, man. Great content, great person in real life. He's What's up?
Hey, watch your mouth. You can't cuss. So yes, subscribe to him, and then yes, I'm gonna bite another piece of the dog.
He keeps stealing the hot dog.
No,
He's the
we're
hot
not
dog
biting the
thief.
pieces of the
Watch
dog.
him.
I'm sorry.
The Glizzy Robber, right here.
Hey,
The
be
glizzy
careful.
robber.
Glizzy.
He's a
Look him up
hey,
on YouTube. Subscribe
Hey.
on YouTube. The Glizzy Robber on
Hey,
YouTube.
yes, glizzy robber, professional glizzy eater.
All right, we're out of here. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. And if you have other recommendations in Seattle, make sure you leave them in the comments, because I'm sure we missed a ton of them. And I'll see you guys on the next episode from somewhere, someplace here or around the world. That's it. I'm out of here. See ya. Whoa, before you click off, this is Gareth from the future, from the editing garage, and I'm about to publish this video. But I wanted to answer a question. You're gonna say, Gareth, how do you go to Seattle, Washington for the first time and not visit the Pike Place Market? And if you haven't seen the video already, the episode, Day in the Life of a Fishmonger at Pike Place Fish Market in Seattle, Washington, go check that out. I'll leave the link right here. We spend a full day at Pike Place Market. So we actually have a Russian breakfast and a Filipino lunch as well. We eat a ton. We're around the fish. We're selling fish. We're learning a lot more about sustainable seafood. So if you haven't seen that episode, go check that out right now. But I'm sure I'll get that comment or question. And if someone does leave a comment asking about the Pike Place Fish Market, you can tell them that you got to watch all the way to the end. And if you did watch the end, just leave a fish emoji. Leave a fish emoji in the comments, and I can thank you directly for watching the entire episode, getting to this point. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment. If you did enjoy it, make sure you thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. New York City episodes coming soon. See ya.